Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
They begin with a run by Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Wooten. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Looking to throw. Porter. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next to score, Steelers 7, Texans 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
To throw on second down.
Wooten getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
The Texans at 9-6 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
10. Going to be rail. Ready?
A first down carry for Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Right. White. Smash. Red.
Throwing on first down.
Wooten. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw.
Wooten.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Point to needle.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Red cycle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw on 3rd down, Wooten. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. On first down, Wooten. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Wooten. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Guyton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now for the defense, 1 minute 2 on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Back to throw. Porter. Man open. Here is Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Stopped in his tracks by Chase Winovich.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tough on 4th down and 9.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Porter. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wooten. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Completes it to Austin.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw on 2nd down. Porter. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. Powers through it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw again. Wooten. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Okay, right?
They'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They hand this off to Harris.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He completes it to Jones. And they work this well outfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin,
a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Wooten. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Deontay Johnson,
42 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Wooten. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Porter. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got Rome.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Texans 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete.
And it'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards to pick up there, also a 1st down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Davis, touchdown, Houston. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come off of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And he coughed it up. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and scoring hasn't been an issue until that point. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Get ready. 38. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Wooten. And this is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, this is Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. That one caught out wide by Julio. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Steelers,
they moved to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season.